Hello students, welcome to the video lecture on data types in Java. I am Dr. R. Kavita, Assistant Professor, Computer Science Department, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. Before getting into the different types of data, we will see the topic statically typed language and dynamically typed language. Depending upon the type of variables and the type of data we are used in the programming language, the languages are divided into statically typed and dynamically typed. Statically typed languages are those in which type checking is done at compile time, whereas dynamically typed languages are those in which the data types are checked at the runtime. Statically typed languages make it easier to work with relational databases, and it helps to reduce the likelihood of some kind of errors. Advantages of dynamically typed languages are: there is no separate step for compilation. It requires less time for debugging syntax and semantic errors, and it is more tolerant to changes. The programming language Java is said to be statically typed and strongly typed programming language. As said earlier, the statically typed language is the one in which the type of data should be known at the compilation time instead of a runtime. The most common examples of statically typed languages include Java, C, C++, Fortran, Pascal, and so on. What is strongly typed programming language? A strongly typed programming language is the one in which each type of data, such as integer, character, etc., is predefined as a part of the programming language, and all the constants or variables defined for a given program must be described with one of the data types. In Java, when a variable is declared, it must be informed to the compiler that what type of data the variable stores, like integer, float, double, string, etc. In Java, all the method calls are checked for type compatibility. The Java compiler checks all expressions and parameters to ensure that the types are compatible. Any type mismatches are considered to be errors, and that errors must be corrected before the compiler will finish the compiling the classes and methods. To store values in the memory, variables are used. This means when you create a variable, you reserve some space in the memory. Based on the data type of a variable, the operating system allocates memory and decides what can be stored in the reserved memory. By assigning different data types to the variables, we can store the data types such as integer value, decimal value, or character values. There are two types of data types available in Java. One is primitive data types and another one is the non-primitive data types. The non-primitive data types has other names such as reference data types and object data types. This is how the data types in Java are classified. The main classification are primitive data types and non-primitive data types. In primitive, we have Boolean type and numeric type. In numeric type, we have character and integer value. The integer value, we have byte, short, int, long, and the floating point, we have float and double. And the non-primitive data types are further classified into string, array, classes, objects, etc. Let us see the primitive data types in detail. There are 8 primitive data types supported by Java. Primitive data types are predefined by the language and named by a keyword. The first primitive data type is byte. Byte data type is an 8-bit signed 2's complement integer. Byte data type is used to save space in large arrays. Next, short data type. Short data type is a 16-bit signed 2's complement integer, and it can be used to save memory as a byte data type. Short data type is 2 times smaller than an integer. Integer data type. Integer data type is a 32-bit signed 2's complement integer value, and it is used as a default data type for integral values unless there is a concern about a memory. The default value is 0. Next is long data type. Long data type is a 64-bit signed 2's complement number, and this type is used when a wider range that int is needed, and the default value is 0L. Next is float data type. Float data type is a single precision 32-bit floating point value. Float is mainly used to save memory in large arrays of floating point numbers. Double data type is a double precision 64-bit floating point, and this type is generally used as a default data type for decimal values. Double data type should never be used for precise values such as currency. The Boolean data type represents one bit of information. There are only two possible values. One is true, another one is false. The default value for the Boolean type is always false. Character type is a single 16-bit Unicode character. Character type is used to store any character. The next one is non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types refer to objects, and hence they are called reference types. Examples of non-primitive types include strings, array, classes, interface, etc. A string is a sequence of characters, but in Java, a string is an object that represents a sequence of characters. The java.language.string class is used to create a string object. Next non-primitive data type is an array. Arrays in Java are homogeneous data structures implemented in Java as objects. Array stores one or more values of a specific data type and provide indexed access to store the same. A specific element in an array is accessed by its index. The classes in Java is a blueprint which includes all your data. A class contains fields and methods to describe the behavior of an object. The another non-primitive data type is interface. Like a class, an interface can have methods and variables, but the methods declared in interface are by default abstract method. The basic difference between the primitive and the non-primitive data types are: in primitive data types, the data types are provided by Java, the size is fixed, and to create a variable of primitive type, new keyword is not used. Whereas the reference or non-primitive data type or the data types created by the programmer, the size depends on the number of member variables, and to create a variable of a reference type, a new keyword is used. Hope from this video lecture you will be able to understand the different types of data types.